Hi everyone, and welcome to my finished pages for September 2018 video. Before we dive in, I would like to show you one WIP I was working on. I'm not working on it anymore because I lost interest, but I'm sure I will return to it sooner or later. It's from the Mermaid coloring book. And I forgot to tag my pictures. Where is it? It was kind of a creepy one, so a bit Halloweenish themed. I thought it was this one, but I did put down my marker base already. She's completely done. I like how she turned out, but yeah, I'm not feeling this part here, and I'm going to leave it at my shelves for a while until I'm inspired again to finish it off. I think I did too many Jade Summer pictures already, so I'm a bit looking for some other types of pictures, I guess. The first one I did, excuse me, the first one I did in September was in the Light Fantasy book. I started it in August, but since my other hobby came looking around the corner, I worked on it slowly, so it was only finished during the month of September. It's the picture that you have already seen, maybe on my video in which I explain what I was doing in between coloring, and the tip that I said about the light green skin base. He has a very light green base tone with markers, but it's hardly noticeable now that the pencils went on top. Some stickles on his arms. I didn't plan to, but it just suited perfectly. I don't think she has any glitter on her. No. And I'm especially happy with how his leg and the shading on his body turned out. So that's the first one. Then I grabbed the Fidorable Minis because although it was September, I wanted a slightly Halloween feeling already, but not too much, because pumpkin pages and etc. are only allowed from October on, but I've cheated already yesterday. You will notice it in my last picture. So I did, was she the first one I did? Yes. She has a marker base on her body with fluorescent yellow or green, I think. And then I went on top with some reds and very dark grays. Her hair was a base layer of red, I think, but after coloring it in with only blue, it turned out awful. So I blended it with white and it turned out purple. And the background is a bit too much color, I think. That's Neocolor too. But after all, I'm very pleased with how she turned out. She's something different from what I usually do. And I've noticed that since my little break, as you could call it, I'm trying different things. I'm more experimenting, like the fluo based skin tone. It's more, I would never have done that before. I'm not a fluo kind of girl. She has a base layer of light gray, and it's not visible, but the lightning is glitter gel pen is also, but it's also not visible. Her cape is really dark, you can hardly see the fabric, I will call it. So this is a very dark picture. But she was very nice to work on also. So that was it for this book. Then I really wanted to do a pumpkin page, but not a Halloween one. So Cinderella was perfect, and I did the first page in the Cinderella book by Fabiana Attanasio. I hadn't touched this book before, so yay, one less to go to tackle the uncolored ones. I'm very happy with how it turned out. A bit of stickles on the flowers. The shoe, but it's also not very visible. I think I will try to refocus. No, it's not visible. This is a Spectrum Noir clear glitter for the glass shoe. And I used only Prismacolor pencils for this one, since it's a double page spread, and okay, it's not this is just a title page, but I double page books, I'm not working with alcohol based markers. I can't ruin any page, even though I don't think I will ever color this, but you never know. If I want to do something little, it's a perfect one. It's a very cute one. So this is all Prismacolor pencils. Then the next one, we are going to visit some mice. Another picture I started in August and abandoned because after doing him and these two things, I lost my inspiration, and I found that the polychromos, they work on this paper, but it's hard work. And then after a while, in September, I thought by myself, why don't you start layering with markers in this book too? And especially for this big part, it was almost not doable with pencil. It would have been very tiring. So from that point on, everything was marker based, except the water and the ground. That's Neocolor 2, shaded with some pencil. I think I have put, no, I didn't put any stickles on. I did put some acrylic paint on to give it a watery look. He has some stickles on his shorts, but that's not so visible anymore because of that paint. And the flowers have stickles too, so yay, a bit of glitter there. And this has some stickles too. I was really pleased with how my cherries turned out. Oh, here's a stickly thing too. I'm discovering stickles and glitter everywhere now. Oh yes, and the white dots are stickled too. I totally forgot about that. So after putting my marker base down, I worked on it slowly, and everything that was layered with a marker first, I got over with Prismacolor pencils. Not that Polychromos doesn't work over marker, they were perfectly, but I just had a feeling that the Prismas worked easier. It's paper that I have colored already with Polychromos, and yet, yeah, this was not, it was just my feeling. then I'm going to the back. I didn't do them straight afterwards, after each other, but it's silly to put the book away. Then I did this camping trip. Scene. I was just looking at the bottom what I had written down, and look, I colored it all with polychromos. So on this page it worked better for me. Did I put some base layer on everything? I think I did. No, I didn't on. I did it on these plants, marker base, but not on these leaves, not on these two mushrooms. They are also not marker based, only their stem was, and all the rest had a base layer of marker. And the mice were also not base layered. Their clothing was, but not the head and the tail. I didn't use, yes, I only used some glitter on the flies or on the bees, on their little wings, and on the drop on this mushroom. And I really like this nut. I was very pleased. Oh yeah, I did some stickles on the soup too. Tomato soup with meatballs. I'm very happy with the outcome. It really has an autumn feeling for me, and that was what I was going for. So yeah, very happy. And then, totally unexpected, I finished 2 more pictures this month. After finishing the camping trip page, I really wanted a relaxed coloring project. Normally I color on at this desk, sitting at this desk, but now I just wanted to throw myself in my couch, and I thought of the gel pen projects by Jen from Reading with Bugs. So, although I'm not a mandala person, I love the Disney mandalas, so I grabbed this book and had a look what was a nice picture to do for autumn, and I discovered one with pumpkins, and that was Cinderella, of course. And it's not very noticeable in daylight, but there's a video on my Instagram page, and the glitter is phenomenal. And she also has some stickles on her dress. So everything is done with glitter gel pens. The pumpkin, the clock is a metallic gel pen with Spectrum Noir clear glitter over it, and Cinderella herself is a base layer of marker and polychromos on top, because it's a very small book. Her face is teeny tiny. I started doing a color and chat on her, but I had to sit too far away from my picture to give you guys a decent look. I really had to zoom in terribly, and it was not doable, so I had to stop filming. And I love how the clock tower came out too, with a bit of glitter and just shaded marker. So this was a really fun project. And I'm glad that I could finish another picture. And then the last one is one that really makes me happy, except of her face and arms. that are base layered with marker and colored in with Prismacolor pencils. Everything is done with Inktense and only Inktense, no extra shading on top. I shaded extra with the Inktense, put on water again. It was the first time I tried shading with the Inktense themselves, and I'm so happy with the result. I worked on this page, and you can see, and here, don't you just love it? Yesterday it was even louder, all the crackling, but you can see, oh sorry, you can see all the how do you call it again? I've forgotten the word. The crinkliness of the water, but the result is worth it, at least in my opinion. So the sky, the reddish sky is a kind of brown color. I forgot the name. But when you activate it with water, it becomes kind of reddish, so that was nice. The clouds are Payne's gray and another type of gray over it. And the border of the clouds are glitter gel pen from China. The beds are also filled with a black glitter gel pen, also from China. And like I said, everything except her skin and her face is Inktense. Even her lips and her eyes, which are, no, her eyes, the blue in her eyes is Inktense, the green is Prismacolor pencil. But everything else is only Inktense, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. And I did a bit of shading here on the spider web net, also with Inktense. I didn't use too much glitter because the clouds were already glittery, so I left this one without stickles. And I love how her hair turned out. I'm so happy with this picture. I really am. And I wrote at the back what I used, because normally I write it down here somewhere, but now I just couldn't. And this washi tape it's coming loose already, but it was very suitable to match the cloud. So these were my finished pages, not as many as usual, but I'm very happy that I could show a decent number. I'm not sure how many I will color in October, but we will see. So this was my cheat page. I did a Halloween one in September, naughty me, but from now on I will dive into the Halloween themed stuff. So and I'm thinking of doing my next project in Inktense also, because I enjoyed it so much. Yeah, not sure if I will immediately do another Hannah Lynn picture. I haven't looked through it yet to see if there was something else that grabbed my attention, but yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Looking forward to see all your colored pages for the month of September, and we'll talk soon. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the little bell so that you will be notified when I upload something new, and we'll talk soon. Thank you. Bye bye.